Alright viewers, welcome to another episode from Anything About Everything, and today we have episode 6. We are almost in the final stages of finishing the book Aditya Hrudayam, and with the author himself, Ranjan. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
What do you think of the series so far?
I love it. What do you think is the question?
I genuinely love it, and I have seen a lot of changes in myself just going through this journey with you. I've learned to take things in a more calmer way, and big thing is every day morning now I listen to Aditya Hrudayam. And the funny instant, I don't know if I told you, we're trying to change the house, and one of the things that I looked for is the podcasting. The second thing that I looked for is which apartment will get the first rays of the sun.
First rays of the sun, yep.
I want to wake up with the sun.
Yep.
So those are the kind of things unknowingly I'm inculcating in my life.
Correct.
So I'm happy about that.
Yeah. Excellent. So now from verses 25 through 30, okay, he'll tell us what. So we've seen what the benefits are, right? Now the Maharshi will say how exactly to chant this.
Is this the Kili that you're talking about?
The Kilaka.
Kilaka.
Not necessarily, because this is a stotra. This is not a mantra.
Oh, so there's a difference between.
There's a difference. Yes. There's an absolute difference between it. Okay, but inside the stotra there are hidden mantras.
Inside the stotras there are mantras.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
And most of the times, when we are reading the stotra, okay, we don't do like the full version of the stotra. We keep it like pretty simple and straightforward, right? But for the ones who are like actually like in the lineage of Shaurya worship, right? They would do like the bija mantras of the sun. Even sun has a bija mantra, right? So they would probably start with that first salutation for the sun with the bija mantra, and then end it with the bija mantra, etc. Yeah. It's a whole different science. Yeah. Yeah. So now that we've seen the supreme nature of the sun, okay, now the Maharshi is going to say this, right? He's going to tell us the tangible results of the recitation and the method of recitation, okay? And what's the ultimate validation, right? Remember the very first verse, right? It is Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintayastitam. Remember that, okay? And you'll see the very last verse, okay? The entire shift, okay? So very, very interesting, okay? Should we start?
Yes.
Okay. This is verse 25. Ena mapatsu kritsreshu.
Yena mapatsu kritsreshu. Kritsreshu.
Kantareshu bayeshu cha.
Kantareshu bayeshu cha.
Kirtayan purushak kaschin.
Kirtayan purushak kaschin.
Kaschin. Navasidati raghava.
Navasidati raghava.
This is one way, okay? This is also Anuštupachandis, okay? But I think we did a different way, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is more like what we chanted right now. I felt it's more like the priests when they're trying to say mantras in front of Agni Hotram. Like this is the tournament. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's also like, see, because when we say Anuštupachandis, right, it's like 8 syllabled. Okay, so for example, Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintayastitam. Okay, that's the first line, right? Tato yuddha parishrantam. Okay, after every 8 syllables, there's a break. Okay, samare chintayastitam.
Oh, okay.
So that's the way. After every 8, there's a pause. Okay. So in Anuštupachandis, you have like different ways to recite again. Okay. Because right now I'm doing a different course with different people. This is the tune that is stuck. Even that one is Anuštupachandis. Okay. But that one goes in a different meter. Okay. The both are valid, but the meter is something that changes. Okay, I think for this one we did not we went like Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya stitam, right? So in that tune, okay, it would go like Enamapatsru krachreshu kantareshu bhayeshu cha Kirtayan Purusha Kaschin Navasidati Raghava.
Yeah, we did this turn, yes.
This is the tune that we did before. Okay. That's why I was like, okay, my Chandas is correct, but then my meter is wrong over here. But interesting stuff, right?
It's like, very interesting.
Yeah. So
it's very interesting to see how Vakchaturya has so many intonations to it, and how everything kind of matters.
Correct. But it's the syllable and the count that matters for the Chandas. Okay. Anyway, we'll do it again. Okay. Enamapatsru krachreshu
Yenamapatsu krutsheshu
Kantareshu bhayeshu cha
Kantareshu bhayeshu cha
Kirtayan Purusha Kaschin
Kirtayam Purusha Kaschin
Navasidati Raghava.
Navadisati Raghava Navasidati Raghava.
Okay. Apatsu, okay, means during calamities. Okay. Krichreshu, during narrow straits. Okay. Or when you're feeling claustrophobic. Okay. Or during difficult times. Okay. And Kantareshu, when you're in out in the forests or in the wilderness. Okay. Bhayeshu, when you're frightened or when you're in a state of fear, when you're captivated not by your own confidence but by lack of confidence, right, etc. In those situations, okay, Kirtayan, okay, is chanting this or praising, okay, the sun. Purusha Kaschin, okay, says anyone. He's not restricting it to only one particular caste or one particular group of people, or male or female or people of this age or people of that age. None of those. Anyone. Okay. Na avasidati. Okay. Whoever does this will never sink or will never collapse. He'll always find the courage back again. Okay. And when you think about it, okay, when you're going through dark alleys, okay, what's the first thing that you look for?
Light.
When you're going through narrow passages, okay, you look for a little bit of more room. Okay. If you're going through a little bit of, let's say there is a forest that you're stuck in, okay, you look towards which direction the light is coming from again, right?
Good.
Who's the primary light provider for us? It is the sun. Okay. So if you're feeling dark, if you're in a dark moment, if you're trapped with lack of self-confidence or something, wait till the morning hour comes up. Don't do anything in that moment of lack of confidence. Chant the Aditya. Get to that zone and then perform. Okay.
Wow.
And again, for whom the universal key, the use of Kaschit Purusha, okay, anyone. Okay. Typically, when we perform any pujas or something like that, they'll say this is only for these people, this is only for these people, etc. Aditya Hrudayam, no rules.
Everyone.
Anyone can do it. And that's why we start with the Aditya Hrudayam. Right? One other scripture, Bhagavad Gita. Anyone.
Wow.
You don't need, there are no rules for it. Anyone can read it. Right? Okay. In essence, this guarantees that the map provided by Aditya Hrudayam is not theoretical. If followed, it would lead the seeker from the experience of being a limited entity drowning in circumstances to unshakable experience of being that limitless consciousness. Okay. What is the key takeaway? Practice prevents despair in any crisis by recontextualizing. You need to first recontextualize.
What does recontextualize mean?
You have a certain context of a situation. Okay. As long as you're in that particular context, you will not see another door open for you. Okay. Let's say you're someone who doesn't know how to swim. Okay. And you're in the middle of a lake. Okay. you're not going to think about, how to swim at that point. You're first only thinking about how to survive.
Correct.
Okay. If you think about drowning, what is going to happen?
You're going to drown.
You're going to drown. Okay. So you have to first recontextualize things over there. Okay. It's like, okay, there is swimming and there is drowning. But the bigger thing out of both of these for me right now is surviving. Okay. You don't need to be a master swimmer. You don't need to become, Michael Phelps. Right? And at the same time, you don't need to be like one of the victims of Titanic. Okay. At that point, first see, okay, I know I'm sinking here. Okay. I know I'm drowning. But is there like a piece of log? Is there like a rope or anything that I can hold on to? Or I know I'm drowning. Okay. But is there like, can I walk through to get to a shallower ground? Whatever works. Don't think about swimming over there or don't think about drowning over there. Think about surviving first. Because that is the key. That is recontextualizing. Because you miss that context first. Your nervous system is hacked. Right? So hack it back again. Okay? Any questions?
Nothing.
We'll go to the next one. Pujayasvainam ekagro.
Pujayasvaina ekagro.
Devadevam jagatpatim.
Devadevam jagatpatim.
Etat trigunitam japtva.
Etat trigunitam jatva.
Yuddheshu vijayishyasi.
Yuddheshu vijayishyasi.
Pujayasvainam ekagro.
Pujayasvaina ekagro.
Pujayasvainam ekagro.
Pujayasvaina ekagro.
Devadevam jagatpatim.
Devadevam jagatpatim.
Etat trigunitam japtva.
Etat trigunitam jatva.
Yuddheshu vijayishyasi.
Yuddheshu vijayishyasi.
Pujayasva, worship. Okay. Ekagro. How do you need to worship this? With one-pointed focus. That is the key. No matter what you do in life, it's that one-pointedness, that firm awareness that is required. Okay. And what happens then? Devadevam, the god of all the gods. Okay. Jagatpatim, the lord of the moving world. This Jagat, the lord of this world. Okay. And how you need to do it? Trigunitam. Gunitam means
Math.
3 times. Okay. Multiply it 3 times. Chant it 3 times.
3 times.
Not once.
Oh.
You have to chant it 3 times.
So is it saying that Aditya Hrudayam has to be chanted 3 times?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Interestingly, okay, even Hanuman Chalisa, right, tells you exactly how many times you have to chant it.
In the...
Yes.
I didn't know this.
Jo yeh pade 100 bar, shat bar. Shat means 100.
100.
The one who chants this 100 times, okay, for him the rescue is going to come.
Wow. So all the like the real formulas are inside the thing.
It's actually inside the stotram. All the mantras and everything, when you go into, when you try to actually understand, instead of like rote learning, instead of just by hearting and just chanting it like aimlessly like a sheep that is going to get slaughtered, you learn nothing. You have to pay attention. You have to understand each and every single word's meaning over there, and then take the entire context of what is being told. Only then you will be able to understand. Okay. And over here, what are they saying? Okay. Chant it 3 times. And what happens then? Yuddheshu vijayishyasi. You will win any battle. Okay. But what is the battle over here? You want to conquer your own self. Okay. For one who's not conquered his self, everything outside, all the victories are also defeats. But for the one who's conquered himself, there's no defeat at all.
True.
Okay. There is this really good book called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Phenomenal book.
This man was kept in a Nazi concentration camp, and his best work, right, came during that time. He came up with this entire theory of logos, analyzing like human, psychology and everything. right? He himself was a prisoner. Okay, he didn't know when he was going to get killed. Okay, but he found his freedom in the prison.
It's an amazing book, actually.
Yeah, one of the finest reads that you can actually, read. I definitely recommend this for anyone. Man's Search for Meaning. Okay, and we live in an independent world, yet we are all prisoners of our own mind.
True.
Okay, the same example, Duryodhana. Okay, he was born in the castle, raised as a prince. Okay, Shri Krishna Paramatma, he was born inside a jail. Who was free? Shri Krishna, right? It's always the examples are always there. And why is he free? Because he always won his mind. He was totally in control of his senses. He's a Paramatma, that's a different question. But what's the example that we can learn, right? He's not, tormented by anything outside. He's always in that avastha of Turiya. Turyatita, in fact, right? He's like, yeah, I'm only going to do my thing and I'm not going to worry about it. But Duryodhana, he won't do anything, but he'll worry about everything. Right? But getting back to this, why do you need to chant it 3 times? That's the question that we have to ask, right? The 3 gunas, okay? The 3 kalas, the past, present, and the future, right? And the way, right, this one even starts, right? The imperative of worship, pujayasva, it's not a suggestion. It's a command that is being given to Rama. Okay, Agastya Maharshi says, do this. That's it. Okay, I'm not suggesting, I'm not requesting, none of that. Okay, you do this. Okay. And then, okay, how you are supposed to do it? Ekagrita. Ekagrita happens after you reach the state of pratyahara. Okay. So, in classic Ashtanga Yoga, okay, we have the yamas, the niyamas, okay, things to avoid, things to observe or follow. Absolutely, these are like the code of conduct and rules that you have to do. Okay, yama, niyama, asana, okay, the posture, okay, and then pranayama, okay, the breath. Okay, after that is dhyana. Okay, after that is pratyahara. Pratyahara is complete withdrawal of senses. Okay. So when people say, okay, I'll just chant it 3 times, right? No, you have to chant it 3 times with ekagrita, by withdrawing from your senses. Okay. Your eyes cannot be moving here and there, and you cannot be listening to something else. Let it be. Okay. Whatever is coming in, let it happen in front of you, but always be inwards. No distractions. You cannot have distractions. And that's why when do you have to wake up? First thing in the morning. Because that's the best time to not have any distractions. Every other time after the day, as the day passes by, you have more distractions. Now there are other pujas that you can do in the night time, but let's not go into that. Okay. And Trigunitam Japtva. Okay. He's saying chant it 3 times, right? First of all, if you want to learn anything, okay, what is it that you need to do? Do it multiple times. Not in a rote learning way, but with presence, with understanding. Okay. You remember this powerful quote by Bruce Lee? He says, I'm not afraid of the man who practiced 1,000 kicks 1 time. I'm afraid of the man who practiced 1 kick 1,000 times. Right? You practice that one thing. But what is the key? Repetition. Okay? Repetition with intent and knowledge, not blind repetition. That's only going to make you a robot. Okay? But with repetition with intent and knowledge and intention, okay, is going to make you a master. That's the key. Okay. Now, avasthas, okay, primarily for us, 3 avasthas, okay, Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupta, okay, awake, dreaming, and sleep. Okay, 3 gunas, Satvik, Rajasic, tamasic. Okay, 3 kalas: past, present, future. The cycle of 3 keeps repeating in our life, whether it is the nadis, ida, pingala, sushumna. Okay, no matter how you look at it, 3 is the one which is like constantly repeating. Okay? Certain numbers, 3, 7, 12, etc. Okay, so over here, the minimal count, chanted 3 times. Okay, and then yuddheshu vijayishyasi, then you're going to get victorious. First, how do you get victorious? You conquer yourself. You will win your own battles. Okay. Focus and repetition helps one achieve certain victory. Okay. Any questions?
So, when you say repeat it, like chant it 3 times every day?
Yes.
Okay. With complete attention?
Yes. Instead of the use of the word attention, I would use the word awareness.
Complete awareness.
Yeah. Okay. Complete awareness, complete presence. That's the key. Okay. And then the next verse, he says something wonderful, really wonderful. Okay. He says, Asmin kshane mahabahu.
Asmin chane mahabahu.
Ravanam tvam vadishyasi.
Ravanam tvam vadishyasi.
Eva muktva tadagastyo.
Eva muktva tadagastyo.
Jagamacha yatagatam.
Jagamacha yatagatam.
Says, in this very moment, you can kill Ravana. This very second, okay, you can kill Ravana. Okay? Because he sees how Rama has transformed. Okay? And after that, what does he say? Okay? Having said all of this, Agastya Maharshi disappeared the same way he came. No more words from Agastya Maharshi from this point.
So this is the last
This is the last statement that Agastya Maharshi gives. Once you say it, this is for the teachers, or if you are giving guidance to someone, okay? Once you give the guidance, you're like, let me now see how this guy is doing or performing, and then give him a performance review, okay? Oh, no, you should not have killed him like that. You should have killed him like this. Why did you use the long arrow instead of the short arrow? None of that nonsense. You finished your task.
You give him the knowledge that's required.
You walk away from there. Now, from the applicant perspective, that is from the teacher perspective, right? From the student perspective, you finish your task, walk away. Don't stay there. Are they going to give me a medal? Am I going to pass? Am I going to fail? You do your best, walk out of the situation. That's it. What else can you do other than that? Is there anything else that you really can do other than giving your 100%?
No.
No matter what scripture you read, they will definitely keep telling you this. You do your work and get out. Right? Any questions?
No.
Okay. At this very moment, O mighty armed one, Mahabahu, right? You will slay Ravana. Okay. Having spoken this, the sage Agastya then departed exactly as he arrived. Okay. No more verdicts, no more judgments, no more opinions, nothing. He did his task, he left. Okay. This is something that I would request all of the viewers to observe in the quality of a guru or of a teacher or of a mentor. They'll give you the advice, they'll walk out. If they're staying there expecting the benefit or the fruit of what they've counseled, watch out. That's a scam.
When you say like expecting, like wouldn't a teacher want to stand there and see the growth of the student?
No.
No?
No. Because think about it from the lens of the teacher, right? The teacher's job is to the teacher, will he have like affection and fondness for the student? Yes. But that fondness should be there irrespective of whether the student passes or fails. If he says only, if he passes, my fondness is going to be there. Okay. From a teacher's perspective, let's say, okay, Rama, after listening to all of this also, he's not able to conquer Ravana. What happened then to Agastya? Now, Agastya is also in the state of turmoil. We'll need someone else to come and counsel him. Right? You don't need any of that because Agastya is so sure that it is going to work. Okay? And only a teacher will know that. Okay? Because if the teacher is not confident on his teachings, why will the student, and let's say the teacher is there, okay? You say something and then you'll be like, now I'm going to watch you. Peer pressure on Rama. Okay, it's like, okay, my teacher is also there now, and then he'll be like, this arrow, and then now you're wasting time.
He'll still keep taking advices.
Correct. Okay. And that's what happens in this spiritual realm. All these Babas and everyone, right? They'll give you some knowledge initially, okay? But they won't let you go. They'll always keep you trapped. Because the moment you leave, what's going to happen?
They will not have followers.
But the real goal of a teacher is not about followers or anything of this sort. Okay? The real goal of the teacher is to teach. That's it. Not even a goal. That is his dharma. Okay? Why are you expecting fruit out of dharma? If you're expecting fruit out of your dharma, okay, you're already lost. There is no more dharma in it. Right? Any questions?
So, when we talk about dharma, right, there's like few people have spoken to me. I think it'll be wonderful to hear from you. Dharma means not religion, right?
No. Dharma means duty.
Duty.
Yeah.
And every person has its...
Everything has its duty. Earth has its duty. Air has its duty. Okay. Insect has its duty. A flower has its duty. A river has its duty. What doesn't have its duty? Every single thing has its own duty. The problem is when we don't realize what our duty is, and then when our mind keeps like scattered outwards, that's when we get into the problem. Right? For the one who knows his dharma, he's always a winner.
How does a person figure out his or her dharma?
Antarlakshya bahirdrashti. Go inward. Figure out who you are. If you don't know who you are, how can you know what you're supposed to do? Okay? And you'll have multiple dharmas in your life. As a son, you have a dharma. As a friend, you have a dharma. Okay? Let's say your best friend is in trouble. Okay? And then at that point, it's like, okay, if I leave this person, okay, is it going to work well for you? Are you going to have friends?
No.
Same thing is going to come to you as well. Right? But if your friend did something absolutely terrible, okay, and if you stay with him, okay, in whatever that terrible activity is, now you are also part of a dharma. You've not been a good friend because you did not stop him from doing something so stupid.
You engaged in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Any questions? Okay. The Guru's withdrawal, we need to discuss about that. Okay. Agastya's departure is as significant as his arrival. The Guru appears when the student is in crisis, imparts the teaching, and then dissolves back into the formless. Okay. This symbolizes a crucial truth. The Guru and the wisdom are not external crutches. If the Guru is keeping you on crutches, okay, that's a problem. Right? The power to slay Ravana was always within Rama. Agastya is not the one who is killing Ravana. Agastya is just telling Rama to do his duty and how to do it efficiently. Okay? For the one who has told all of this, would it be a trouble for him to kill Ravana?
No.
But he is not doing it. It's like it is your job.
There's a saying, right? If Krishna wanted to end the war, he could have ended like this.
The blink of an eye.
Yeah. Right? But it was not his dharma.
It's not his battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. And Ravanam Tvam Vadishyasi. Okay. On the inner battlefield, Ravana is the 10-headed demon. Okay. Representing the Ahankara and multiplied through the 5 sense organs. Okay. And then the 5 organs of action. Okay. And then the 5 Jnanendriyas. Right. And what is he on? He's drunk. He's completely intoxicated on ego. Okay. And that transformed into, the Chintaya Sthitam for Rama. Okay. Agastya did his job. He gave the counsel. He's like, this is how you kill Ravana. Pray to Aditya. find the light inside your heart, find that confidence inside yourself, and then you'll be able to do it. If you are not able to find confidence, not going to happen. Forget it. Okay. In this entire stotra, did Agastya talk about any weapon?
Zero.
But what is the biggest weapon that he talked about?
Self.
Your own self-confidence. That's what he spoke about. And that is what we all need to learn. We always look for, like, I don't have that tool. I don't have this book. I don't have that. I don't have this. But you have yourself. What are you doing with that? Once you learn that, you'll find anything. Anything. Any questions for me? Realization is instantaneous. The ego is slain the moment you remember your true self. Okay? And then, etach shrutva mahateja.
Etach trutva mahateja.
Nashta shoko bhavattada.
Nashta shoko bhavatvada.
Darayamasa suprito.
Darayamasa mappa suprito. Darayamasa sapa Suprito.
Raghava prayatatmavan.
Raghava
Prayatatmavan.
Prayat Atmavan.
Okay. What does this translate to? Having heard this, the immensely radiant Rama, Raghava is Rama, okay, became one whose sorrow was utterly destroyed. Shoka nashta. Right? Shoka means sorrow. Okay, we all hear the name Ashoka. What does Ashoka mean?
Now that you say this,
the one who doesn't have sorrow. Okay, so having heard this, the immensely radiant Rama became one whose sorrow was utterly destroyed. Okay, then deeply delighted and with intently focused mind, Rama retained this hymn within himself. Okay, what does that mean? Now he found his self, true nature back again. He's back to his Purusha Tattva. Okay? He found his confidence. He knows he can do it. He knows he will do it. He knows he should do it. Okay? Where your can, will, and should are in union, you get the result.
Can, will, and should.
Can, will, and should. When you use words like I might, I could, I may, what's going to happen? Nothing. I can, I will, I should. This was the instruction that his got from his teacher in the previous verse. He said, in this very instant, you will. He didn't say, you can, you could, Rama, if you want to kill Ravana. No, you will. That's it. Ichha Shakti, right? The power of will. Where the willpower is not there, nothing will happen. Zero progress. And that's what he found back again. Where there is Ichha Shakti, there is Shiva. No doubt about it. And he found his true nature back. Okay. The transformation begins with Shravana, the profound act of hearing, the sacred teaching from a realized Guru. Okay. The power of listening. When you listen to something, pay full attention. Okay. There is this really good book, okay, Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. One should read that.
Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind.
Yes, it's a Japanese philosophy. Okay, it says always start and approach anything with an absolute beginner's mind. Don't make any assumptions. Even if you know something about it, keep all of that behind. Start like an absolute student. Okay, and listen. Listening is a wonderful art. Okay, now let's take one more thing. In this entire stotram, okay, did we once, okay, hear something like Sri Rama Uvacha?
Zero
times. Whenever his teacher is talking, he stayed quiet. Only listening. Full surrender. Sampurna Sharanagati. Complete surrender to the teacher. Let me first embrace every single detail that my teacher is saying. That's when you get it. Any questions? And nasta shoko abhavat, right? The destruction of sorrow is instantaneous. Nashta, okay, removal, destruction, okay. This demonstrates the fundamental Vedic principle that suffering is born of ignorance, avidya. Where does all your suffering come from? Ignorance, nothing else.
I felt suffering comes from greed.
From greed?
Mm-hmm.
Where does your greed come from? Your greed come from ignorance again.
It's lack of, yeah.
Right? Because if you have all that knowledge, why would you be greedy?
That is true.
Right? So it's avidya. Okay. And dharayamasa. Okay. The critical next step is dharana, like we spoke earlier, right? Holding or fixing the teaching in consciousness. Not in that one moment letting it go. Imbibe it forever. Always there. When the Guru teaches something, that's it. Take it. Don't worry about, is it going to be retained? Is it not going to be retained? Forget it. It's your Guru. It will retain. Even if it is not retained, it will come back at the time when it has to come back. Okay. But if you do it, okay, only for the sake of something, okay, saying, I want this, right? You might get it. You might be successful with it. But you're going to lose it when you require it the most. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And Suprita Prayatatmavan, okay? His state is now of deep delight, Suprita, okay? And natural bliss. He's now out of that chinta, okay? Yet, okay, what is it that he needs to do? Prayatatma. He needs to prayatna. Still practice. Practice. What is a student? What is the fundamental quality that makes a student a student? Practice. Nothing else. Prayatnaha sadhaka. That's it. Nothing else. Right? And so, he now realized, I got a thing to practice. And that itself made him like extremely happy.
Right.
Right? It's not about, okay, I got the first rank over here. I killed Ravana. None of it was what he was happy about. What is he happy about? The teaching itself. I learned this. Finding that joy in the learning, not in the result. Made the Raghava Suprita. Okay? True knowledge instantly destroys sorrow and leads to integrated, joyful resolve. Okay. Any questions for me? Okay. Adityam prekshya japtva tu
Adityam preksha japtva tu
param harsham avaptavan
paramharsham
triracham yasuchir bhutva
triracham yasuchir
bhutva
Triratyam yashir
trirachamya suchir bhutva.
Trirachamya suchir bhutva.
Yeah. Okay. Dhanuradya viryavan.
Okay.
Adityam preksha japtva tu param harsham avaptavan trirachamya suchir bhutva. Trirachamya. You know what achamya means? Okay. I think it's an important thing. Okay. Achamya means taking water in your hand and then drinking it. You do that 3 times. When you go to tirtha, when you go to a temple or when you're doing any sacred ritual, okay, that's what you do. Okay. Trirachamya. Okay. Achamya is 1. Trirachamya means you take it 3 times. Okay. So your index finger touches your thumb. Okay. It's with the right hand. Okay. And then you make a little bit of a hollow, okay, and these 3 fingers are in straight line, okay, and then you drink it up, okay. There is one more achamya mantra, okay, but we'll skip that one. Okay.
Trirachamya
suchir bhutva.
Suchir bhutva.
Okay. Dhanuradaya Viryavan.
Dhanuradaya Viryavan.
Okay. Aditya, towards the sun. Okay. Prekshya, looking towards the sun. Okay. Japtva, chant this. Okay. And Harshyam, be happy when you chant this. Not in a a confused state or a wild state or anything of that sort. Okay. Because now you learned it. Okay. In the first time you did not know. Okay. But now that you learned it, okay, you chant it. And how you do that? Okay. Trirachamya suchir bhutva. You have to take water. Okay. And you have to do that achamana. Okay. We'll talk about, if you don't know how to do achamana, you can find that on the internet. Okay. You can just say how to do achamana. Okay. And then you'll find it. Okay. And why do you do that? Okay. Because suchir bhutva, to cleanse your impurities. Okay. So take some water, some tirtha, look towards the sun, chant it 3 times. After every time, Trirachamya. That is how you read Aditya Hrudaya Stotra.
Wow.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
So
And then
in the verse only they're telling how many times to do it.
how to do it. Every single detail is there. Yeah. Yeah.
And all the stotras, is it like this where all
Pretty
the-
much. Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much all the stotras are like that. Yeah. Yeah. Having gazed upon the sun and chanted the hymn, he attained supreme exhilaration. Then, sipping water 3 times and becoming purified, the heroic Rama took his bow again. He held his bow. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll talk about the Dhanur Vidya. Okay. When you, for most of the other weapons, okay, it's not given as Vidya. But for Dhanur, for the bow, it's a Vidya. Okay. And when you're shooting an arrow, what is the one thing that you need? One-pointed focus. One-pointed focus, right? And that's what is required. And that's why his weapon now comes into play. It says, how do you do it? Pick up your whatever task that you're doing. Okay. What is the task that is in Rama's hand right now?
To kill Ravana.
To kill Ravana. Okay. What is the weapon that he has? Bow and an arrow. Okay. So what does he need to have? One-pointed focus. You chant Aditya Hrudayam. Okay. You figure your one-pointed focus. You figure the tools that you have. Collect all of that. Collect your energy together, and then proceed with it, with that one-pointed focus. And then you will kill that Ravana inside you. Any questions for me? Okay. Combine focus, right self-talk, and purify the self to embody the wisdom. Okay? And that brings us to the last verse of Aditya Hrudayam. Ravanam prekshya hrashtatma
Ravanam prekshya hrashtatma
yuddhaya samupagamat
yuddhaya samupagamat
sarvayatnena mahata
sarvayatne
mahata
namahata
sarvayatnena mahata. Yeah.
Vadetasya
Vadetasya drato bhavat.
drado bhavat.
What it means? Having seen Ravana, Rama's inner self joyous, right? He advanced for the battle. Okay? With all great effort, he became resolutely determined to slay him. Okay? Now, the word over here, first one is chintayastitam. Okay? Now, over here, okay, if you remember the very first verse, Taito yuddha parishrantam samare chintayastitam. Ravanam chagrato drishtva yuddhaya samupastitam. Okay. First, when he started, when he saw Ravana, chintayastitam. Now, Ravanam prekshya. After seeing Ravana, okay, he now became very happy. Okay, Prishtatma, became very confident. It's like, and I'm going to slay him. He's the one I'm going to slay. And thus concludes Aditya Hrudaya Stotram.
Wow.
Any questions?
The transition is phenomenal. Like how they start and they end it.
Yeah.
Like where it started and how it ended. It's like a journey full lived.
Correct.
So Ranjan, like I think I did ask you in the beginning, but I want to ask you again. What prompted you to write this exact book? Like I know the Awaken the Self is the first book, and then this one. Was it back-to-back release or?
Yeah, it was
back-to-back release.
Yes.
So what prompted you that I have to do this? I know you're writing Hanuman Chalisa, and I'm sure there's other plans that you have, but what prompted you that Aditya Hrudayam has to be my first one?
What's the first thing that we see when we wake up in the morning?
Sun. Light.
Might as well just start with it, right? And even otherwise, right? I think I explained this in one of the podcasts. Aditya Hrudayam holds a very sacred and very special spot in my heart, right? And it's just magical. Like, you know, if you are able to worship one God who is actually out there, who is presenting himself to you, it is the Sun God, right? We all want to see like Shiva in his form, Vishnu in his form, Ganesha in his form, everything, right? But you have Sun showing up in his form. Why are you not worship every single day for you? Why are you not worshipping him? Right? So might as well start with that. And forget all of that. Can you start your day without him? You cannot. The world will not start. The world will not wake up if sun doesn't wake up. So start with the sun. And find that sun in your heart. Right?
True.
Once you do that, okay, then you've really starting to awaken
the self.
Yeah.
So the other question, again, these are the questions few people have reached out to me from my friends who are listening to the thing. So their question was, do I get the same thing from the mantras or the same effect from the mantras if I listen to it and not chant it, just listening to it, closing my eyes?
Yeah. Are you going to get the same impact if I eat? Is your hunger going to get fulfilled?
No.
then chant it. Put some effort into it. It's like, I'm hungry. Okay, then you go sit there and I'm going to eat, and then now let your hunger be fulfilled.
You just see me eating.
Yeah.
Just see me working out.
Do the work, man. Don't find shortcuts in the work.
And this is not relating to the book, but overall you've been pretty active in the community, like, you know, doing classes and trying to help people out in your own way possible. How did you get into this journey? Like what prompted you to get into this journey?
I don't know.
I don't know. It just happened.
It just happened. Yeah.
And has it ever occurred to you that, again, this is just a random question, right? So you're advising someone and they're doing, not advising, even like, you know, showing them the right path, but you see them choosing the wrong path and you're like, why did I even, like, you know, waste my time on this person? Have you ever felt that way? Never?
No. Because first of all, I'm not someone who's showing the right path or the wrong path. Okay, I myself am fully flawed. I have my own issues in life. Okay, but despite all of them, I'm in a state of peace and happiness. Okay, I would never be claiming myself to be a role model for anyone. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm nobody's guru. Because see, at some point, right, even if I call myself a guru or a yogi or a teacher or a counsel or advisor, all of these are tags on myself. They will limit me. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, let's say one of the students who's learning Yoga Sutras or, you know, Aditya Hrudayam or any other classes. Okay, one day they find me at Pizza Hut, and then Ranjan, I found him at Pizza Hut eating a pizza. Is that allowed? I'm like, what is wrong? Okay, or if I go to a movie, Dhurandhar, let's say, okay, he watches movies. What kind of a guru is he? Like, what is this nonsense, right? I have full freedom, right? I'll do whatever I want to do. Okay, if you follow me, okay, and then try to mimic your life or mock your life after me, okay, you're not doing justice to your own life. Okay, I follow my teacher's instructions, okay, but I'm not anyone's teacher. Okay, and so and if someone is going to want to learn, they will learn. If someone wants to change their life, they will change. If someone doesn't want to do it, no matter how many times you will teach them, they won't do it. But will I give up on them? No, I won't. Because my teacher would never refuse any student. Any sincere seeker is never going to be turned down. So if someone comes and if they say, will you, can you translate this text for us? Or if I know that text, if they come and say, I'll be like, yes, I'll do it. If I know what that is.
And what do you get out of all this?
What do I get out of all this? Happiness. Extreme joy. Yeah. In fact, my my teacher says, you all think he's doing this for you? No, he's actually doing all of this for his own self. Because I get extreme joy. Now, is there effort involved in it? There's a lot of effort involved in it. There is no doubt about it, right? On a weekly basis, I spend at least close to 30 hours.
Just on
my preparation. How do I present the material? How do I make it, easier to for the people to understand, and saving the authenticity without any loose translations and things like that, right? And it takes time. It's not an easy effort, especially like writing it in Sanskrit, typing it in Sanskrit.
Oh yeah, typing.
It's a tedious task, right? So, but yeah, I love it.
And you enjoy the process.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what are your next plans or goals, or what are you?
Right now, I'm doing Awakening the Strength, because we did Awakening the Self and then Awakening the Sun within the heart, right? Which is awakening the light, right? Next one is Awakening the Strength within the self, and that is Hanuman Chalisa, right? It's going to be like a 40-day sadhana that you have to do, right? Each day one verse, you'll reflect upon that, you'll understand like the true depth of it, okay? In fact, the very first verse of it, right, is Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukhura Sudari. Okay, it's like it is going to show you your true reflection, right? So you have to look at your own true self and then do like an analysis. Okay, what are the qualities I have? What are the habits that I have and everything? So it's going to be like a very it's going to have a journal part in it, a lot of reflective exercises and everything. So that's what I'm working on right now. And like I said, I don't know when it will be, because I don't like to rush through my work. Whenever the best work comes out, that's when it will be out. And then other than that, we have the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali Maharshi going on, which is beautiful in itself, right? And and after that, who knows, maybe one day we'll do Goraksha Samhita. It's Gorakshanatha is like one of our teachers, right? So if I have the blessing, then maybe one day we'll do a little bit on Goraksha Samhita. Yeah.
I'm excited to be a part of your journey, and I would say lucky enough to.
No.
Sure.
I'm the one who needs to thank you for all of this.
It's just, Ranjan, definitely. Like when I see how we met in a gym, random thing, then I reached out to you I was very hesitant to reach out to you for podcast, but I did, and then we are 3 years later, 4 years later.
4 years, almost 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years, definitely 4 years later.
Yeah.
I think life is all about, how you make it and the journey. As long as you look back and you say, wow, I did something right, that's the best part.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say to the viewers?
No, now that you know how to read Aditya Hrudayam, how to chant it, how exactly to implement it in your life, go ahead and do it. And whatever you do, do it with full attention, full awareness, and spread the word, please. It's not about the book, or it's not about joining the course or something like that. Save a tradition that is on the brink of a collapse. It's a humble plea. We need to bring that the sun temples and the glory of our own heritage, our own culture, right? Something that our ancestors have died for preserving, right? We need to bring that back. And how can you bring that back, right? Not just by saying, okay, read this, read that. You need to read that, and you need to educate people, right? That's how we can do it. So
awesome.
That's my humble plea to everyone.
Awesome. Thank you guys again. I'll have the book link in the description, and please let us know in the comments if you have any questions, any requests, or anything. Ranjan and I will be very active. Make sure we answer all the questions, and thank you for all the love and support.
Thank you so much for
Thank you, Ranjan.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks.